Hi, my name is Jason Dominic. I'm a senior and my major is political science. The topic I chose for my presentation was United States-Russia relations in the Trump era. First, I just wanted to give a brief overview of what I will be discussing in my presentation. I will begin with a short background on how relations between the two countries have been over the past few years. I will go all the way up to just months before Trump took office. I will discuss the relationship between the two countries currently with Trump as our president and give aspects that have made the relationship what it is today. Then I will discuss recent efforts to better the relationship, and finally I will give my opinion on the subject. The United States and Russia have always had a moderate love-hate relationship towards each other. Although they have their differences every once in a while, they never had too major of an issue that has led to anything like war. Tension between the two can be linked back to the nuclear arms race known as the Cold War era, where US and Russia were almost on the brink of war. More recently, actions from our former President Barack Obama, including the allegations that Russia hacked our most recent presidential election, have played a role in our relationship with Russia. But we'll talk more about that throughout the presentation. Allegations that Russia hacked our most recent presidential election in order to ensure Donald Trump's victory led to Barack Obama adding several sanctions against Russia, even though Russia denied having any or playing any part in the hacking. These sanctions involved the closing of 2 Russian estates in Maryland and New York because Obama said they were used for intelligence activities and may have played a part in the hacking. They also involved the deportation of 35 Russians who Obama accused of being spies, and another 4 Russians who were 4 of the highest ranking officers in Russia's GRU, which is a Russian military intelligence arm stationed in the US. This set up Trump to have a somewhat damaged relationship with Russia upon entering his presidency. 1 month before these sanctions were going to expire, the European Union extended them until June 2018, which did not sit well with Vladimir Putin at all. Upon Donald Trump entering his presidency, the relationship between the United States and Russia was already to be considered at an all-time low. In late July 2017, Presidents Trump and Putin met and spoke in Germany for the first time. Shortly after they met, more sanctions quickly passed through both Senate and the House of Representatives, which put more restrictions on Russia and the United States. As a result to the new sanctions, Putin ordered 755 U.S. diplomatic staff members to leave Russia due to illegal restrictions. However, it is easy to see that this was just an excuse so Putin could get back at the United States. Due to Vladimir Putin's decision to kick U.S. diplomats out of Russia, the United States chose to retaliate against Putin by telling Russia that they can no longer use the Russian annex station in San Francisco, which was known to be the oldest and most established annex that Russia had in the United States. It is clear that this would once again only add stress to the relationship between the United States and Russia. Very recently, President Trump and Vladimir Putin met at the Regional Economic Summit in Vietnam to discuss their similar efforts to defeat ISIS in Syria. The results of the meeting were that both presidents agreed to maintain open military channels of communication between the two countries on Syria and said their efforts would continue until the final defeat of ISIS is achieved. This could possibly be the beginning of a more positive relationship between the United States and Russia. In my opinion, the relationship between Russia and the United States